Hey guys, phindr here. This is gonna be my attempt, I guess, at trying to make an actual video for once, instead of like just those short clips that I upload occasionally to my YouTube channel. But yeah, so today I'd like to cover some of my recommended cars in this game in Jailbreak. Some cars are not recommended at all. Some cars are very highly recommended. And I'm honestly especially making this video because I feel like a lot of people do ask me in chat and stuff, like, what car should I get? Like, let's, like, should I get the Roadster? Should I get the Airtail? And in this video, I'll just try to cover those. But yeah, so I'd like to start off with the Jeep. This is my honorable mention. It's actually it's a free car, and it spawns only inside of the army base currently. But it is actually a very, very fast car, especially for the free price. It is about the speed of a Deja, and actually a bit faster once you fully upgrade both of them. And it also seats 4. Also has a cool roof, if you're into that. But yeah, so the Jeep is actually a very, very great car. It has kind of an annoying spawn, but I'm starting the new update, or a new update like some time ago. They made the Camaro and the Jeep free to spawn by anyone using the mobile garage menu for free. So I feel like if you ever have the choice to spawn in a Jeep or a Camaro, please spawn in a Jeep. It'll be faster and it'll be a lot more useful. It's also a bit more off-road friendly, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's pretty much my honorable mention. I would not recommend buying the Deja at all for the money. The Jeep pretty much is as good as it, a bit better actually, for free, so just save your money and don't get the Deja. The second car on this list, actually, that I would recommend is the Model 3, the Tesla. This car is very respectable, especially for its $16,000 price. It does seem pretty slow at first, but once you upgrade it, even a bit, it starts to show its true speed. This car is genuinely super fast, especially for that $16,000 price. It has been since this game first came out. But yeah, the Model 3 definitely very highly recommended. It has a nice interior too, if you like customizing that type of stuff, and it has pretty decent spawns in general. So definitely, the Model 3 is pretty highly recommended for me. Can't really go wrong with it. It's overall just really great. And one thing to note though, on laggier and slower devices, it can get kind of, this applies to all Teslas by the way, they can get kind of unstable and glitchy, which I think is a problem with Jailbreak, and it should be fixed sometime, but yeah, just keep in mind. The next car that I have for this list is the Challenger. This car is very, very fast, and actually very good for its price. It almost gets close to the Lamborghini, nearly as fast as the Lamborghini, I would say, for a very good price, I would say. Especially if you fully upgrade it, this car just flies. It's pretty amazing, and I think it should be used a lot more than it is. One thing to note though, it is kind of bad at handling, as in, it's kind of slidey. Then again, I'm just maybe not that used to it. I've been spoiled by the torpedo, so using this is kind of a bit odd, but yeah. Overall, it's a very good car. It has a decent spawn too near the prison for quick getaways, and I would generally recommend this for anyone who needs an upgrade over the Model 3. Definitely very, very good car. So let's get to the next car after this, which is the Cybertruck. So, shoot. wrong spawn. Let me move this. Oh shoot, there we go. But yeah, the Cybertruck is. I would recommend this for people who want the Challenger but have a lot of friends or that usually play Jailbreak in groups. It is the fastest pickup truck, if you could consider it a pickup truck, in Jailbreak, and it's overall very good. It it gets around Challenger performance, I think a little worse, but I think that's a pretty good trade-off for the 4 extra seats that it gives you, with a total of 6 seats. Um, it's really good at off-roading. The spawn's not bad. It's pretty close to the city, and overall, I think it's a really good vehicle. Personally, I really like the look of it. The, you may not. You may not. That depends on you. But yeah, definitely would recommend this. And then here we get to the next vehicle. So the Lamborghini is kind of a special case. So this car, if you are patient enough, you can stick with the Challenger or the Cybertruck, and you probably will not miss the Lambo at all. The Lambo, while it's fast, it may not be worth the 100k that it is more than, or 50k more than the Challenger. This car is, it is genuinely pretty fast, but I would recommend this only once you have enough, like, more than enough money to get it. This does bring me to the Ferrari, which I think is kind of a waste of money. It's 100k more than this Lambo, and it has worse spawns, and it is just barely faster. So I would definitely tell you to avoid the Ferrari, and maybe get the Lambo if you really want to, even though I feel like the Challenger and the Cybertruck could do the job just fine. But yeah, so avoid the Ferrari, get the Lambo if you want to, and Challenger Cybertruck definitely gets the recommendation from me. The next car on this list is going to be the Bugatti, the Chiron. This car is a pretty great car, actually. It was the first car to have an interior in Jailbreak, added into Jailbreak, and I think it looks very nice. I really love the look of this car. But yeah, the Chiron, I would say, is pretty much probably the only land vehicle, or the only car that you would really need in Jailbreak. This car is faster than the Roadster in top speed. It has very good acceleration, actually a little bit faster than the Torpedo, if you guys might want to know. But yeah, it's definitely a very respectable car, and it's also priced decently well, I think, at $500,000. It gets you pretty much, I would say, the same experience as a Roadster without having to pay that extra 100k. That's why I think this should be the supercar that everyone does get eventually. The spawn is really good, and it's pretty good at off-roading. It doesn't really UFO that much, and I think it is a very good supercar overall. Don't really have much to complain about it. The next car on this list is the Roadster. So, as I was saying, the Roadster is a little bit slower on top speed, but it is a lot faster in acceleration. This car is pretty much considered one of the best cars, or pretty much the best car in the game that you can get. Is it worth the extra 100k? That's debatable. Personally, I would recommend going with the Chiron and sticking with that until you get a million, and then getting one of the 1M vehicles, because I feel like that would be a lot better than the Roadster. But the Roadster is known for its amazing acceleration, just like that, pretty fast, and it is actually, just a little trick for you cops out there, it is really great ever since they added the pit stop maneuver, where if you crash into the back of another car, it like pops the tires. You can repeatedly crash into the back of cars, and pretty much bust any criminal. It's super easy to arrest people with the Roadster, especially if you have a friend along with you. And the next car is the Speedtail. The Speedtail I wouldn't really recommend. There isn't much of a reason to get the Speedtail, or the Airtail, depending on what you want to call it. It is around, I would say, as fast as the Chiron, a bit faster, obviously, to make up for the price. But, oh shoot, yeah, this the Roadster just is not a very good off-road or a very reliable vehicle in general, which is one of my complaints about it, especially on laggy devices. Oh man, it UFOs way too easily. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the Airtail. The Airtail overall is a pretty decent vehicle. It's around a bit faster than the Chiron, I think, pretty comparable to it, with the bonus of an extra seat. I would only recommend this car if you like the look of it, I guess, or if you really need that extra seat. For me, as a person who plays in like teams a lot, in groups a lot, and I carry around like 2 people along with me, this Airtail is really good for carrying around that extra person. But beside that, if you play solo, and if you're a grinder, the Roadster is definitely a lot faster in most things, and you probably won't need the extra seat in the Airtail, so I would recommend to stick with the Roadster for the most part. So yeah, that pretty much concludes all the cars in the list. I do have one special mention that I do want to include, and that's the patrol bike in the jail. Let me get to it real quick. The only problem I would say with the patrol bike is it does not have a very good spawn. It's stuck in the prison over here. But if you can, if you do have mobile garage and you can spawn it outside of the prison, it is actually a very, very fast car. Sorry, not car, vehicle. It's genuinely one of the most, I feel, underrated vehicles in this whole game. This thing has close to Roadster acceleration, just like that, especially maxed out. It is crazy. And it has about the same top speed as like a Lambo, a little bit slower than that. But yeah, for the price, it is genuinely a really, really amazing vehicle and motorbike, and I honestly really recommend it, especially for any cops that are starting out. This car is just, I mean, man, I keep on calling it a car. This motorbike is just really great, and you can't really go wrong with it, except for the spawns, which is the biggest problem with it. Other than that though, this is genuinely probably one of the best vehicles you can get for the price, especially maxed out. One other thing that I'd like to say is that I highly recommend upgrading your vehicles to like the highest engine, because they stick between cars. Let's say if you upgrade the Camaro engine to level 5, whenever you drive it to a garage with a different vehicle, it also upgrades it to level 5. So I would really emphasize on getting engine upgrades and brake upgrades and stuff for your vehicles, because they can make a really big difference. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole list. Tell me what you guys think. Hopefully it was pretty good. This is my first try at making a half like produced video, so hey, hopefully it worked out pretty well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope I helped you out a bit, and happy jailbreaking.